What is up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today we're going to show you something freaking awesome. I bought a YZ250 a few months ago, and then I decided to do a build. The original plan was to do Red Bull Straight Rhythm, but just turns out that this wrist that I have just isn't really allowing it to happen. Just not released yet from the doctor, so we still have a little bit of time before we can hop on the bike. But yeah, I bought this thing a few months ago, and it's a 2005. I thought it was 06, but it's 05. I don't know. It was in decent shape, I thought, whenever I bought it. I just found it in some storage unit, a guy on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, like, I don't know. I like Yamahas. I've always wanted a YZ. A little bit of backstory behind it. I was actually riding my Honda two-stroke at Glen Helen, and then I seen Dubach there, Doug Dubach, and he was just doing laps on his YZ, and I'm like, dude, I've always wanted one of those. I want to build one, so yeah, found one for pretty cheap, and started on the build. Got some awesome people that were a part of this build, so we'll go through that, and yeah, we'll take a look at this thing. We'll sort of go back a few months whenever I first got it, first started working on it, and show you guys a little bit of the process that we, and a lot of the bumps that we hit along the way, with this thing. I thought it was in good condition, but whenever we opened up the engine, we ran into some problems. But luckily I have some awesome sponsors and some great people that hopped on board with this thing, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Oh, and buy your Sketchy merch, dude. It's not just a freaking clothing brand. It's a lifestyle. Sketchy lifestyle, baby. Filter's clean. Super clean. Yeah.
You'd still run that thing.
Yeah, oh dude. Yeah, we'd wipe it off and just keep going. Yeah, let's get a light. God. So we ran into the first issue.
Oh my.
Well.
Dude, that is.
Hey, at least it ran.
Bro, look how much is sitting. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll buff. It'll buff. Diamond in the rough. That's what I keep saying. Yeah, let's see it. Oh, did you turn the throttle?
Oh yeah.
It looks a bit clogged. Oh, dude, like in the hole right there? Like that's just full.
It's been running like that for a while.
Well, I think it's just been idling like that for a while.
Hey, she started.
Hey, the reeds in there look clean as a whistle.
I know. Maybe he just didn't go. He just idled it, like you said.
Maybe. I don't know. We're getting there. Proper t-shirt for a proper clutch.
Gotta represent.
Got to, no choice.
Those good ass dudes down there.
Amazing what a Henson clutch cover will do, right?
Yep, bike makeover.
Dang. Just like that, it's factory.
Yeah, factory.
We gotta get rid of this fucking thing.
Yeah, we're taking her off.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Andy Gregg from Guts Racing for sending me this awesome seat cover and seat foam for the YZ250 build. The thing's sick.
Going.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope this thing has some antifreeze in it.
There's some in there.
There's a little bit. I don't know what it is. It looks like someone peed in the radiator.
It's something that you definitely got.
For sure. Very dehydrated.
Yeah.
For sure over here.
Poor YZ's dehydrated, man.
Yeah.
What the truth, man. Like, this is what are we gonna? What's gonna be in this engine? You think, eh?
A lot of dirt.
A lot of dirt. Oh.
Look it right in here.
Oh man.
Did things take a turn? Worse?
Bro, how did this thing even start?
You need a piston.
Yeah, I mean,
to make it stay.
I had.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a piston for
years
sure.
after that, like,
All right, guys. So shortly after that video, we took the cylinder off and seen that the piston that was in it was cracked and it was stuck into the rod. And it was a whole thing. I don't know how it started. I don't know how it was running. It wouldn't have ran for much longer, but yeah. So I mean, everything was sort of intact. So what I did have to do is we called the boys up at Wiseco. We got a new piston. We got a new crank. All through that, and like they have like this full-on like rebuild kit over there at Wiseco. So comes with gaskets, everything. So that's what we got all buttoned up in there. And then we went over to Bill's, and I had to get a new cylinder too. The cylinder was okay. It was just old, and for that much dirt being sucked through the engine, the Nikasil was just worn out and thin. So we got a new cylinder, and yeah, we started putting the thing together. And yeah, I mean, the thing came out good. And then after that, you know, a lot of the parts sort of started to roll in. So yeah, let's show you guys this bike and just sort of go through it all piece by piece and show you everyone who helped out on this build. All right, so here's the bike. So first off, I want to thank 139 Designs for this kit. I kind of wanted to go old school, so I did go with the restyle kit on the back, and I was going to do that the whole thing on the front as well, but I didn't have the right triple clamps because this is a 05, and didn't want to drill out any holes in the new stuff, so I just went and ordered the older 2005 stuff from Acerbis. Yeah, so Acerbis plastic front to back on this thing. Looks really nice. And then we went with the gut seat cover, like you guys seen at the beginning of the video. Andy Gregg, awesome guy over there. And then you guys also seen the amount of dirt that was lodged in that stock carburetor, so we went with Electron, and then they put the Sketchy Lifestyle logo on there for us. The new Billetron 38. That thing's super responsive. The guys over at Boyson, they sent me the covers, the rad valve kit. All of that stuff over there is amazing, great quality. And like I said, we got a new cylinder, and then Fathead sent over this awesome head with my name on the side. And yeah, that thing rips. So it's super, super great. Guys over at Renthal sent these awesome titanium looking, but went with silver, nice old school look. Badass half waffle grips. And then we went with a 1452 gearing. I actually texted my buddy Mathis, Steve Mathis over there, and asked him what the best gearing was for these bikes, and that's sort of what he told me. And we went with the Flow clutch perch lever and the front brake lever, as well as the Flow foot pegs. These things are sharp, wide. These are the new titanium pegs, and yeah, these things are like bear claws, dude. Badass. And obviously Henson clutch as always, and P3 carbon skid plate to help the bottom of the engine, just in case we were to race some supercross, or not race, Jesus, ride some Supercross on this thing. Didn't want to case a triple and hurt anything on the bottom of the bike because we do plan on riding Supercross on this thing. I do have a Supercross setting from Enzo because the original plan was to ride straight rhythm, but yeah, that didn't work out. So we might do, me and my buddy Carson Mumford might do a 2-stroke video up in the high des on this thing because he loves 2-stroke builds as well. And yeah, we might do something fun with it. And then we went with the MotoStar wheels. Obviously, they helped us out this year in Supercross. Very good quality wheels, good, strong, durable, awesome looking wheels. Silver, black spoke, silver nipple, black rim. Yeah, and then everything looks super nice, like the frame, subframe, radiators, all that stuff is because I got vapor blasted from Cal Auto Recon, my buddy Adrian over there. Yeah, he makes this stuff look really good. Yeah, I think this thing came out good. I already started it once. Probably started here in a second. Let you guys hear it run. But yeah, man, I'm super excited on how this thing came out. Got these MotoStar wheels wrapped in some Maxxis STs. These are some of the guys, like I mentioned, that helped out. P3 Carbon Flow, DT1 air filter in this thing. Always great filters. Guts, Fathead, Renthal, MotoStar, Hinton, Wiseco. Yeah. I even have the old school sub tanks, like the 2005 factory bikes had from Enzo. Yeah, I was Googling pictures of 05s and like I seen Tim Ferry had these on his bike, so I hit up Ross and I was like, hey man, can I get some of those on mine? So yeah, these are like a older fork. I guess you needed those back in the day for Supercross. So yeah. So building this bike, there's a few parts that I needed, but didn't really want to break the bank on. So I turned to eBay and I got a RG3 top triple clamp. Then I got it vapor blasted by Cal Auto Recon, Adrian, down here in Southern California. And then I also got a FMF pipe, but it was cheap, but it also had the FMF stamp taken off of it, but I think it still gives it that cool factory look. And then I went with a Pro Circuit. I've always wanted one of these, I don't know why, but a Pro Circuit carbon fiber silencer. So the reason I went with the PC and FMF was always listening to DV. DV liked it on his YZ back when he was on factory Yamaha. FMF front, Pro Circuit rear. I think that was about it, that all I needed for eBay parts. Yeah, oh, also I had to get one of these. My buddy over at 3DP, so he does like 3D printing, right? And he did one of these little cool front brake line holders. It's got my name on it, A-Ray. Super cool little trinket. You can just add to these bikes that just makes them even more trick. Yeah, but shout out to all the guys over there. Maxxis, Tires, Enzo, helping me out with the suspension. Voicent, you guys are awesome. Everything. I'm just so stoked on how this thing came out. Runs great. And shout out to Robbie for helping me build it. And yeah, dialed.